InterrUPt is the most significant initiative of our church in 50 years. And we've been a church for 123 years of following Jesus. We've been jolted awake, and our leaders have been broken from our normal church routines and our personal priorities to look up. Look up for those hungry for God. Look up for young eyes that are observing our service. We need an interruption. We've been shaken awake by water pouring into our sanctuary through the roof, by HVAC units that have conked out, by a parking lot that's turning into gravel, and by building configuration that's from another era. Our children, our teenagers, our young adults, and new Christians of all ages need recalibration on God. It's easy to get self-absorbed in a sleepwalk routine through life, absorbed into screens, into news from other places, into other virtual worlds and games. God interrupts us to bring us into the life of God. The life of God is the place to draw real power, energy, wisdom, and healthy life practices. More than anything, we want to follow Jesus. We want to help people follow Jesus. We walk with people. We walk with parents, with youth, with new followers of Jesus to live and work in our crazy world. We've been raised up with Christ. We aim up our hearts and our minds on God, and we interrupt our dead-end practices to the full life in God's Spirit. We believe that God is interrupting our complacency. In fact, the top goal of this InterrUPt initiative is everyone, all of us in. God interrupts us to activate our service for Him. God is calling us to uplift our ministries through increased service. Our pace setter is Jesus, who calls us to follow Jesus, to be with Jesus everywhere we go, to do the things that Jesus does, to say the things that Jesus says and go where He leads. And we need you, your engaged service in Clubhouse, in raising up parents, in community service, in youth group. This uplift portion raises $1.475 million for all of the ministries in our church over the next 2 years. The second part of it, the upgrade portion, expands and reimagines our facilities. We want to bring our kids up from the basement. We want to bring all ages through a new parking lot into an expanded lobby space, adding elevator space for more access to the group spaces, and to give our youth group a bigger space. This upgrade component is $2.5 million, and it upgrades our facility for more engaged ministry. Simply put, InterrUPt is a 2-year initiative for generosity from May 2026 to May 2028 to uplift our service and our current ministries and upgrade our campus through expansion and renovation. We trust God to work through you, through me, through all of us to raise this $3.975 million. As together, we look to our 125th year in 2028. All our ministers are about formation, forming people into the image of Christ. And now let's hear from Amanda, who's about forming kids into the image of Christ.
We are so excited for this InterrUPt initiative. It's more than a building project. It's a growth project, a chance to create, not compromise. With bright and intentional and accessible spaces, we can welcome children and families from the moment they enter our doors. It will be intentionally designed for every ability and every stage of family life. This space will help our kids to thrive, parents to stay connected, and our church and community to grow together.
The youth ministry and children's ministry here have been so welcoming to both of our kids. I think we're just excited to see the way that the church is gonna be able to address the needs of the community here as it transforms, I guess, through this process.
New things bring new people.
So I think the renovation is going to be really important because interruptions are how we grow. I think change is always extremely, extremely hard, and it's not fun, but it's so important for growth. I think it brings people together and it brings more community, and having the children where we can see them is going to be really cool and great. I think it'll bring more connection.
Nothing changes unless something changes. And I feel like a lot of times with churches, we feel like we're in the same old routine, come on a Sunday, everything just looks and feels the same.
I'm excited about the InterrUPt initiative just because, not really for myself, but for our kids and our kids' kids. And all these people who are growing up right now in this crazy world, they're going to be the ones who are filling this place.
A major key to this is that we just need to trust the Lord and just see where this goes. And if He's nudging you to give, if He's nudging you to help out in any way, listen to that and take it seriously.
We want everyone to be all in as followers of Jesus. This is not a moment for just a few, but for all ages, to be all in to uplift our ministries, all in to upgrade our facility. Everyone who calls this church their home is vital for service. We can't raise up generations in faith without your commitment. My family is invested in you and in this interruption, and we're excited to be part of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Your leaders are asking you to consider your sacrifice and your commitment, to invest time and prayer in this initiative. Ask God exactly what God's calling you to do to offer yourself sacrificially. If you're willing to be interrupted by God, there's no limit to what God can do through our service together. As we join in God's mission, it will mean breaking self-absorption in our families, self-absorption in our church, self-absorption in Albuquerque. May we rise up to answer God's interruption.